So, yeah, it's your boy eBay Fight Predictions in the building. I'll be breaking down Arnold Allen versus Dan Hooker, the Hangman. Let's fucking go. This is a great fight in the featherweight division. I cannot fucking wait. I think these guys are going to put on a fucking clinic in the co-main event. I think this is going to be a really, really good scrap. I would love to see this if it was 5 rounds, but I think this is going to be a phenomenal fight. This is a big fight for Dan, this is a big fight really for both guys. Arnold, it's a big fight for him because he gets to get put in the spotlight. He beats a guy like Dan Hooker. You're in the limelight of a Michael Chandler, of an Islam Makhachev, a Dustin Poirier. Obviously, that's their lightweights, but man, you beat a guy like that, you're in that kind of echelon. So you don't beat a guy like that. I mean, you're Gilbert Burns, right? You're Paul Felder. You're James Vick. So it's a big fight for him. I mean, Gilbert Burns and Paul Felder are great fighters. No shame in that. But yeah, it is what it is. But in the featherweight rankings, obviously Arnold Allen is number 7, and at lightweight, Dan is number 8. So a good booking right there. But yeah, obviously Dan is going down to the featherweight division. He's been there before, so I'm not worried about the cut necessarily. I'm just worried about the level of what he can do in there. He didn't have great success the first time. I don't think he's going to have great success the second time. But here's a few good things I look at it. I think Dan is in his prime. I think this time he's going to have the PI on his side. I think he's going to be taking care of things in Vegas. And he's going to be cutting the weight the right way, I feel like. I felt like the first time, he even talked about he didn't cut the weight the right way before. And he felt like at lightweight he could fuck around a little bit and eat whatever he wanted. I think now he's going to be strict. And he's going to do what he got to do. But yeah, in terms of the stats, Arnold Allen comes with an impressive record of 17-1. He's fighting out of England, age 28, a height of 5'8", and a reach of 70. Hooker is 21-11. Is fighting out of New Zealand, age 32, a height of 6 foot, and a reach of 75.5. So Hooker's going to have the height and the reach advantage coming into this matchup. And I don't want to go over it too much, but Hooker's fought a who's of the division, man. This guy has literally fought fucking everybody. He has not been scared to go at it with anybody, and he's a legit dude, and he got a lot of my respect, man. He fought Islam Makhachev on a week's notice? Wait, how much? 2 weeks notice? I forget. But it was short notice. He fought Nasser Haskarov. Fuck y'all, you already know this computer be tripping sometimes. But yeah, he fought Nasrat. Had a really good performance there. Used his wrestling. Won the fight. Obviously lost to Michael Chandler. Fought Dustin Poirier. Had a great fight with Dustin Poirier. That was a phenomenal war, and I felt like he won the first 2 rounds, and he almost had him in that second round, but it is what it is. Had a great fight with Paul Felder. Did his thing against Ali Quinta. Killed James Vick. Had a horrible beatdown against Edson Barboza, which isn't aged well, but something that has aged as fine wine is his fucking destruction of Gilbert Burns at lightweight. He fucking murdered Gilbert and has aged well. Beat Jim Miller, knocked him out, took him out of there. He's doing pretty good at lightweight right now. Beat Mark Dukeski, which isn't a great win, but at the time it was. And he does have some losses at featherweight against Jason Knight and Yair Rodriguez, but it is what it is. But if we look at a guy like Arnold Allen, man, Arnold has accomplished a lot in his career. He's done good stuff. He's done good stuff, man. I don't think he's beating the level of competition that Dan has beat, and he's done it in a 5-round fight. But he's beating some good guys. Sadiq Yusuff fight, probably his best performance. I'll talk more about that. Beat Nick Lentz. I wasn't too impressed with that. He kind of went to war with Nick Lentz, went life and death. Beat Gilbert Melendez, which is a good win. Maz Barnell. That's a really good win, actually. He's doing his thing in Bellator, actually. That's a really good win. Actually. He choked him out, too. Beat Makwan Americani when... Americani was really good back then. And that was a split decision. But, the Maz Barnell fight was a really good victory. The Gilbert Melendez fight was... he fucking whooped on Gilbert. But Gilbert's old. Nick Lentz wasn't a good fight, but Sadiq Yusuff, he put on a performance. Out of the two things I'd say about Sadiq Yusuff, he puts on a lot of pressure. His real knockout power, and people were very high on him. And fucking Arnold Allen was able to shut everything down with the striking, get the knockdowns, and his boxing. I'll say one thing about the kid. He has great boxing. I mean, the kid's a very well-rounded fighter, and I wouldn't say he's necessarily great at anything, but if I was to say one thing that he's better at all the stuff he's really good at, is his boxing. I mean, his boxing was really, really good in that fight, and he played the Matador and Sadiq played the Bull, and anytime Sadiq would try to come after him or cut him off, he would always have an answer, and the head kick he landed in that second round was fucking phenomenal. I thought he looked really, really good in there. I was really, really impressed with Arnold Allen, but yeah, it's going to be an interesting fight against Dan. I think Dan isn't Sadiq. He will put pressure, but he's longer. So Sadiq, it was a little longer, but he didn't put a lot of pressure on him. You know what I'm saying? Well, he did put a lot of pressure. What am I talking about? But Dan's not going to put that crazy amount of pressure. Like, Sadiq was trying to, like, kill him, right? But I think Dan's going to put accurate pressure, and I think he's going to use that front kick to the body. He's going to use that jab to the head, the high kick, the body kick, everything he's going to use in there. Arnold should wrestle. If I was to give him some advice, he should wrestle. But if I was to see a way that Arnold could win, is maybe catching Dan. If Dan had dehydrated himself a little too much and then he is broken down and he could knock him out, maybe it wasn't a good cut for him, right? Maybe he could do something there, or he could try to take down Dan, but Dan isn't an easy guy to take down. I know Islam did it and made quick work of him, but as much as we might not like Islam's a very good fighter. He's top 5. He's gonna get a title shot. Arnold isn't in that discussion, no disrespect. I just feel like Dan's gonna win this fight. I know I'm a Dan Hooker fan, but and I might be biased here, but I just truly believe that he can really win this fight. I think he can win this fight in the stand up. If he gets to the ground, I think he can get up and he can get out of those situations. I think he's gonna be too long. I think his striking is gonna be too much for him. I think in boxing range, I think Arnold has an advantage, but in the kickboxing range, I'd have to give it to Dan. And I'm actually taking Dan by decision here, 29-28. I think the first round's gonna be close, but when it gets to round 2 and 3, I think Hooker's going to take it. And I got to go with Dan Hooker by decision here. No disrespect to Arnold Allen, but the UK boys are going to be sad here because I truly believe my guy Hooker is going to get it done. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share the video. Obviously, follow me on my Instagram and my Twitter. And I'm out of here. Love y'all and goodbye. Appreciate y'all.
Has proved to us his toughness inside of the cage, and he's always a treat to watch. But Dan not only could be recognized as the baddest motherfucker inside the cage, I would argue he also has the baddest motherfucking mindset. He never shies away from any situation or problem, never finds excuses for his incompetencies, and always finds a way to make it happen.
Is there anything that Dan Hooker could do to make us value him as a competitor more than this?
At UFC 266, Dan was booked to fight Nasrat Hakparast in a lightweight bout in which he was not yet given a visa to fly out of the country. With the help of social media, Dan was able to arrive the night before weigh-in, find time to cut weight, find time to sleep and get prepared for a fist fight, and find the energy, jet-lagged and rushing this country to fight another man in front of thousands of fans. Would you be able to do it?
Dan Hooker, I mean, he just got one by the skin of his teeth. I mean, that's what you would think. He barely makes it into the country in time to barely get to the scale. I don't know when he slept. Must have been jet lag.
Not one excuse from Dan, and coming out dominating the whole fight.